Welcome to the Miracles and Wellness Podcast. I'm Clarissa Booker, your holistic health coach and beauty expert. I know how stress can derail your well-being as an entrepreneur. I'll be sharing simple strategies to reduce stress, ditch stress eating, and replace other habits while energizing your day by incorporating more plants onto your plate. With small shifts that can boost your health, happiness, and productivity. Whether you're seeking guidance with weight loss, stress release, or just a moment to recharge, I invite you to join me. Let's optimize your wellness path. So be open to receive because I believe that miracles are for everyone. Let's go. Hey there, friends. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. So how have you been doing with your self-care lately? Because when we're on the go, it's just so easy to put our own needs on the back burner as we focus on everything external, all the demands, and just caring for our family and our loved ones and just all the things. But self-care is far from selfish, and it's absolutely essential part of our life and a practice that we should utilize every day. And when we do this, we have increased energy, our body feels nurtured, and our spirit. It's not just about doing that for everyone else, but doing that for ourselves as well. And then strength it adds to, and just honestly, it's going to help you feel resilient when you think about it, whenever we're going to all these challenges, and it's just needed. And sometimes we just dismiss it. And one thing that we can do is just add in that mindfulness practice into our daily routine. It'll offer a pathway for self-care. It will encourage us to pause, right? When we're just on the go and we're taking care of so many items on our plate, just reminding you to do that for yourself and tuning into your own needs and just treating yourself with that kindness and compassion that you might show your other people or your family or your children, just giving that back to yourself without feeling guilty about it, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about that and approaching it from self-care and just enhancing our well-being as a whole and just finding that balance, right? Sometimes you'd be like, balance, what is that? Right? But just trying our best with that each day. And just when we're starting to be present, it helps us engage where we're at here, when we're at now, and just being open to looking at ourselves without judgment. So it's just different when you come at yourself from an aspect of curiosity instead of just beating yourself down, right? Just being like, why did this happen? Why did I do that? Just having that moment of curiosity within yourself, right? And just practicing that. And it will allow you to connect deeply with your mind, body, or emotions, and just recognizing those cues that signal for you to take care of yourself, right? And sometimes we're just so much on the go that we just ignore those things. You might be feeling like I just need to sit down, need to pause for a little bit, but you're like, nope, I gotta do what I gotta do, and you just keep going, right? But it's allowing yourself that. And when you are taking these moments for yourself, you'll be like, okay, I owe this to myself, and I am gonna do that, right? So even when we do like those loving kindness meditations and exercises where we're cultivating self-compassion for ourselves, these are just vital, right? For developing these extra tools that we have for ourselves, even in aspects of mindfulness and just areas of our life that are so beneficial, right? Because it's just going to help reinforce just be caring for ourselves, right? Internally. Sometimes we're so focused on what's just going on outwardly that we just get caught up in the whirlwind, right? I know it's happened to me. It happens to a lot of us, especially when you just like, I got to reach this goal. I got this deadline, these things I'm trying to do. And sometimes you'll be spinning in a circle. So just taking that time to step back will keep you from feeling that extra stress, reaching that burnout. Especially when you're ambitious, you just have like all these things you want to do. But you're worth so much more, and allowing yourself not to get to that point, because you will get there. But what you don't want to do is sacrifice your health, right? Any form of it, Because when we're talking about it holistically, there are so many parts of us because we're beautiful humans. So even if we just take these daily activities of self-care and just finding out what that is that you need so you can feel refreshed and restored, right? What's in your morning routine? Do you sit there and meditate in the morning to start your day? I feel so much more grounded when I meditate and I do my breath work in the morning. I do some journaling, some prayer. You can tell a difference doing this every day as part of your routine compared to when you don't. You know, you might feel more frazzled or whatever that is, but just having a ritual down, having a cup of tea, right? In the evening, I try to get some tea in there and it helps you feel more relaxed. It helps your metabolism. I mean, it's also good for weight management too, right? These things, just these simple little aspects that you add into your day and your evening, you see profound effects going forward. Even when you're adding this into your life, you make decisions better, right? You're not just like, okay, I'm going to do this and this because this has to be done at this time. And you just make a decision. You're more aware of your limits. And this will help protect your time, your energy, and will help you remain centered, right? Because we want to do things more from a place of feeling centered. We want to protect ourselves, especially our energy and just all of these things. So whenever we have these practices within our day, it will help you feel more grounded. So then you'll make decisions from a better place. And then you show up better for yourself and your family and your loved ones. Because people will feel that off of you. If you're in this mode of frantic, nervousness, anxiousness, people can feel that energy off of you. Just like you can feel that off of other people. It's the same thing, right? You want to protect what's going on within you, right? That beautiful aura that's there. Okay? And then that takes you to gratitude. Appreciating that. Appreciate the fact that you did wake up. That you are listening to this, that you are taking the steps to improve your well-being in all aspects, right? So that you can. So without the judgment, right? Thinking back to wherever maybe you might be thinking, man, I haven't been doing that. I've just been all over the place. That's okay. The fact that you're aware of that now and that you could take the steps to progress in that direction. It is not too late, right? Just taking one day at a time without beating yourself up. You know, even if you had yourself on a nutrition plan, because we know how important that is. And you'd be like, man, but this weekend, be like, girl, I went in. You don't know what I had. Being like, that's okay, sis. That is okay. It's gone. Just take today and start over in a new moment. Appreciating where you are right now. Because each moment is different, right? So it will set you up for that new identity that you are creating for yourself, right? So having even that could be a sense of gratitude. Be like, yeah, I know what I did and I'm okay with that. It happened. I'm human. I gave myself grace and now I'm going on. Just those small little wins, as we say. So think of this as your transformative approach to life. And I'm just here to help with the guidance toward your greater well-being, incorporating more balance, more joy, just increasing that well-being as a whole, not just one aspect. Like, for example, you're on a weight loss journey. But the way you do that one thing is the way you do other things in your life, right? Because one small little token, right, will affect other areas and it'll trickle into that, as we've definitely talked about before. So we want to integrate this mindfulness practices into our self-care and just every area of our life with care and kindness. So as we're working on our legacies and our generational curses that we're healing from and the traumas that we're healing from. Because we're all the same. When you think about it, your story might be a little different than mine, or your story might be different than somebody you work with or somebody that works for you. But we all have a story. So as you're working on building your generation, because we're in an amazing place here. So we're in this middle space. So we have our elders and then we have our children, right? So it's up for us to also create a legacy of wellness so that they have healthy coping skills, so that they come from a place of clarity in a different aspect. And they're going to see us do it so that they repeat it. And so we're changing the generations one day at a time as we heal one day at a time. It's not saying it's going to be easy, and it's going to be ups and downs as there is with everything in life, and we know that. But whenever something happens, what you do is have tools to bring you back up so that you're not in that space longer than, say, you were last year or a couple months or whatever that is. Because as you embrace this lifestyle more, you bounce back quicker, right? Not saying that you reach this place where nothing ever happens to you. We're not meditating for 8 hours a day under a tree. We're living our life. We have businesses. We're working in companies, all of these things. So it's real life. We have families, right? But what you do have, you can bounce back quicker. You can react in a different way. You can cultivate this joy so that when they see you, how you're doing these things differently, they'll be like, yeah, they will also reciprocate that. Okay? So until next time.
Goodbye, guys. Thank you for listening to my mom's podcast. Leave a 5-star review.
Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode and are feeling empowered in your journey towards a thriving well-being. Also, share this episode to someone you know this will bless, as that's how we spread the message. And don't forget just to take 30 seconds to leave a written review on Apple Podcasts by scrolling down the show page and clicking write a review because it also helps us grow. I appreciate you taking the time to show us support.